This is our first look review of the Jack Wolfskin Gravity Flow Texapore jacket. Right, so this is the Jack Wolfskin Gravity Flow jacket, and it uses their in-house breathable and waterproof membrane Texapore. And there's two sort of grades of it on this particular jacket. The darker areas are Texapore O2 Plus, which is a 2.5 layer fabric, and the higher wear areas like the shoulders, around the bottom of the waist, the elbows, that's Texapore. It's the three layer version, just for more abrasion resistance and a bit more waterproofing in those areas as well. So it's a great jacket. It's designed really well. The cut's really nice. It fits perfectly for me. It's a size medium, which I have in most brands, and it fits fine. It's a little bit shorter than jackets I've used before, but that's not really to any detriment of the jacket. It does still come down quite low, so it covers your backside quite nicely. It's got water resistant zips pretty much everywhere, except on the vents on the side, but then those zips do have storm flaps of their own. Just talking about the zips on the side for venting, they do come quite a way down and all the way up to the top here. Great venting options, but as I said before, the Texapore is actually a breathable membrane. I've been walking up Loyal Chabot today, and I've got a base layer, a mid layer, and then this jacket on top, and it's cutting the wind out first of all. It's not rained as yet, so we can't say much for that at the moment, but it's breathed really well. I don't feel clammy at all, don't feel sweaty, so it's doing its job on that part. So the 2.5 layer fabric is effectively the face fabric on the outside, which gives you abrasion resistance, then the membrane stuck to the back of the face fabric, which is obviously the Texapore, and then there'll be what they call a half layer scrim on the back, just to help with abrasion resistance on the inside, and give it a little bit of resistance against sort of your sweat and bodily oils and so on and so forth. And the 3 layer fabric similarly, face fabric, membrane in the middle, and then a full layer of fabric on the inside, the back of the membrane, again to help with abrasion and to stop the membrane being degraded by sweat and just general bodily oil and so on. So if we're moving closer, we've got some adjusters on the cuffs there, just to cinch it in and stop the wind coming up your sleeves. It's got toggles around the hem to bring it in tight, and it's got a multitude of pockets. So pockets on the bottom here, hand warmer pockets, high enough that they're not going to be intruded on by a hip belt pack, or a rucksack hip belt rather, and they're quite deep, not quite map size, but you could fit a lot of snacks in there, compass, maybe a few short route notes. There's a Napoleon pocket on the left hand side here that's quite deep, that goes quite a way in, and the zip comes quite high up to give you a little bit of chin protection there. The hood's quite large, and it does have a brim to the hood just here. There's an adjuster at the back which allows you to pull it quite tight in, and there are also adjusters at the front here to help with around the face area. It's not a stiffened peak as such, but as long as you've got the adjuster on the back of the hood right, it tends to stay fairly snug and you don't see any problems from that. So all around so far it's a great jacket. As I say, it's breathed really well, it's cutting the wind out. We'll see in future how it does at waterproofing. It's a nice sunny day today, so it's thumbs up so far. Everything's great with this jacket, I can't really fault it. Okay, so it's towards the end of the day, and the only thing I mentioned earlier on is that it hadn't rained yet, and it's been fairly heavy rain higher up and it's been drizzling lower down since we decided to come back down from the summit. And I've got to say it has fared really well. It's not wetted through. It's still breathed really well, so I'm not clammy from the inside. And generally it's performed really well today. No water's coming through the water resistant zips, which means it's not sort of bled through to my mid layer and that then soaked into my base layer, which sometimes happens. The cut that I mentioned earlier on, I was concerned that the cut might not be quite long enough, but it's kept my backside well protected and that's not too wet either. So all in all, I'm happy with this jacket. It's performed really well. It's stood up to a little bit of battering on the scramble, a bit of abrasion against rocks and so on. It's breathed really well, I'm not sweating, I don't feel clammy, and ultimately I've been dry from the rain that's been thrown at us, so really impressed.
We'd like to thank Jack Wolfskin for providing this jacket for our review. All views and opinions contained herein are those of Hiking and Camping for UK Adventurers and may or may not reflect those of Jack Wolfskin. If you would like to see this jacket on the Jack Wolfskin website, please follow the link in the description below. If you like what we do here on our YouTube channel, give us a thumbs up, or better yet, subscribe for more videos. If you'd like to follow us on our other social media, such as our Facebook group, Twitter feed or Instagram page, follow the links in the description below. For more gear reviews, outdoor news, trip reports and photographs, visit our website www.foradventurers.com.